Good evening, everyone. We are here to tell you all the beloved tale of Goldtooth and the fairy troll mother. Our story begins long ago when a young eager troll has set out to find the greatest adventure life could offer him. We had traveled for months, from village to kingdoms, in hopes of finding someone in need of adventure such as himself. However, the poor young troll only found disdain and ridicule, as nobody wanted a smelly creature such as him to help them. Sad and alone after a year of searching, our young troll was finally ready to give up on finding his adventure. Just as he stood on the edge of the tallest cliff, ready to unite with his lost parents, a twinkle caught his attention at the edge of his gaze. Young troll stood back in awe, unsure of what he was observing in the sky. The twinkle grew brighter, beginning to outshine the stars themselves. Just as he thought he was about to go blind, the twinkle popped into a cloud of sparkle dust, and with a wet sound, a beautiful fairy had appeared before him. The young troll gasped, unable to comprehend what mystifying magic had just occurred before his four magical eyes. "Hello, young one," said the fairy with a voice as soft as gravel. The young troll was stunned, utterly enamored by the gorgeous creature floating before him. Her form, large and plump, arms as thick as tree trunks, and the forest around it, wings like those of aging moth. "Who are you?" he whispered to young troll. "Are you my fairy godmother?" "Not quite," replied the fairy, the skin tags on her enormous cheeks flapping as she spoke. "I'm the fairy troll mother." Young troll stared at her, confused at what was happening. "The fairy troll mother? I have never heard of such a thing," he responded. "The best kept secrets, the ones you don't know of," said the fairy troll mother with a twinkle in her eye. She winked at him with a heavy cake of blue eyelid and gently floated close to him. "You were searching for something, aren't you, young one?" she continued. "Well," the young troll began, trying not to stare at the cluster of warts upon her nose that were now clear view. "I've always wanted to be an adventurer, but I cannot find anyone willing to even speak to me." Fairy troll mother rested her hand on her three chins as she pondered his response before eventually saying, "I understand. Not being able to fulfill your dreams due to the way you were born is one of life's cruelest jokes." The troll looked at her sad, desolate eyes and recognized the pain he had come to know too well. "What was your dream?" he asked. "My dream?" she said, clearly caught off guard by the question. "Well, I've always loved to sing. I have dreamt of one day singing on stage with a handsome pianist performing beside me. But alas, I've never could find anybody who was willing due to my appearance." The fairy stopped, realizing how much she had said. "Never mind that, though," she slightly asked, turning her attention back to the young troll before her. "So what is the sparkling and desire of yours for adventure, young one? Do you want the fame from your accomplishment, the riches for you to earn, or maybe just an escape of mundane life?" The young troll took a step back, both from the directness of the question and the impossible odor of her breath. "None of those reasons, if I'm honest," replied the young troll. "I've always wanted to make my parents proud, even though they'd left before I could do for them to see. I want to overcome a challenge no one else could, to help someone in need and be an inspiration to others." The fairy troll smiled as she let some air out of her unknown orifice. "And what of inspiration you are," she chuckled lightly, causing her skin folds reveal some discolored substance building in between them. "I think I can help you, young one." As the fairy troll mother said this, she fluttered upwards towards the moonlight, raised an arm, and let out an uncomfortable puff of glitter. "I will create for you an adventure more astounding than the ones from the story you've ever told or heard, one fit for a troll such as yourself." The young troll was left speechless by the fairy's words. "Do you really mean it?" he stammered, barely containing his wild excitement. "Of course, young one," she replied as slowly floated back to meet his gaze. But the excitement within the young troll was quickly replaced with the dread. This opportunity was too good to be true. "But what?" he responded. "There was a price to this adventure," finished the fairy troll mother, sweat forming on her face. The effort of keeping herself afloat The young troll's stomach dropped. He had been alone for so many years with no home or possessions. As a result, had nothing to give. I'm sorry, he began. I have nothing I can offer you of worth. Fairy troll laughed, causing her excessive jewelry to bounce as her whole body jiggled and creaked. I did not wish to ask for any possessions, young one, she said. If I create this adventure for you, the cost will be that you must finish it for me. At this point, the young troll's face lit up with glee once again. Of course, fairy troll mother, I promise. I see your adventure through to the end. Good, responded the fairy troll mother. Do you accept the terms I've set? The young troll was too lost in his excitement of the situation to give it a second thought. I accept, he proclaimed. Then it is done, declared the fairy troll mother with a flick of her wrist. After you sleep tonight, you will awaken at the beginning of your adventure. The troll mother watched as she slowly flew around, produced more glitter from questionable areas of her body, which began to build up in the air around. Your adventure will consist of 3 challenges you must overcome. The first, you will have to travel through an ancient crypt, solving puzzles under the earth. As this said, the glitter formed around the image of a long cave full of contraptions. The next will defy the laws of nature and have you see through the veil of reality itself. The young troll watched as the glitter now shifted to reveal a broken mountain full of ominous doorways. The third, it will have you uncover the mysteries of long-lost garden in the sky, containing a priceless treasure at its center. Finally, the image of a beautiful lush garden within the clouds was formed. With this, the dust dispersed and faded into the night. The young troll couldn't believe his eyes. He had searched for so long to no avail, and now he just given up. He had adventure more perfect than what he could ever hope for was granted to him. I cannot thank you enough, the young troll began, but the fairy troll mother cut him off. There's no need to thank me, young one. Our deal is set, and your adventure. Do not forget to uphill your end of the bargain, or you owe me the same deed in return. Wait, what do you mean? Asked the young troll, confused as he tried to think of anything he may have missed in his rash excitement. But very quickly, it was becoming difficult for him to think as his eyelids began feeling droopy and his vision faded. Sleep now, whispered the fairy troll mother as she watched him slowly collapse to the ground. You will need to rest your big day tomorrow. And with that, the young troll was fast asleep. Yeah.